Hello and welcome to News Blitzer. Today we unpack a very rare moment in the Supreme Court. A sitting judge, Justice B.V. Nagarathna, has twice dissented on the same judicial appointment and, importantly, requested her objections be made public. The double dissent. What happened? Justice Nagarathna's dissents concern Justice Vipul Pancholi. First, when he was elevated as Chief Justice of Patna High Court in 2023, and now in his recommendation to the Supreme Court. Both times, she didn't just disagree privately, she formally requested her objections be made public, a departure from tradition that signals a potential shift in judicial culture. The core issues raised. Justice Nagarathna's objections focus on three main areas. 1. Justice Pancholi ranked 57th in all India seniority at the time of his Supreme Court recommendation, bypassing many senior judges. 2. His transfer from Gujarat to Patna wasn't publicly explained, raising questions about the criteria behind such transfers. 3. Several senior women judges were overlooked despite their qualifications and experience, highlighting ongoing representation concerns. But these are not the only issues that led to the dissent. A significant part of this story is Justice Pancholi's tenure in Gujarat. During his time there, he presided over a defamation case involving the leader of opposition. In this matter, he upheld the maximum 2-year sentence imposed by a Surat court. This ruling drew attention for its timing and legal implications, as a 2-year sentence would have led to a 6-year disqualification from contesting elections under the Representation of People Act. The judgment was later reviewed and modified by the Supreme Court, restoring electoral eligibility to Rahul Gandhi. The case became a reference point for discussions on judicial discretion, consistency in sentencing, and the relationship between legal decisions and democratic participation. Legal experts and observers examined whether the judgment aligned with established jurisprudence, highlighting the importance of transparent judicial reasoning in politically sensitive matters. Thereafter, Pancholi was elevated as Chief Justice, Patna High Court, a promotion that Nagarathna dissented. Now, he has been elevated to the Supreme Court after a Supreme Court collegium decision in which Justice Nagarathna once again dissented. Justice Nagarathna is scheduled to be the first female Chief Justice of India on the 24th of September 2027. Unprecedented transparency request. Justice Nagarathna's public dissent is unprecedented. Traditionally, collegium disagreements are kept internal. Her request for publication of her decision, widely reported in the media, is a direct call for transparency. Initially, the collegium hesitated, but after public and media attention, her dissent was made public. This sets a possible new standard. Should all dissenting opinions in judicial appointments be open to public scrutiny? A turning point for judicial accountability. Justice Nagarathna's double dissent is more than a procedural disagreement. It's a call to re-examine how India's highest judges are chosen. As citizens, transparency in our institutions is not just desirable, it's essential for a healthy democracy. Justice Nagarathna's stance could be a catalyst for routine publication of collegium dissents, clearer written criteria for appointments and transfers, greater public understanding of how judges are selected, and more robust discussions on diversity and merit in appointments. Whether this leads to systematic reform depends on continued public engagement and whether more judges are willing to champion transparency. Why this matters? For decades, The collegium system, India's unique method for appointing top judges, has operated behind closed doors. The Chief Justice of India and four senior-most Supreme Court judges decide who gets promoted or transferred, but their deliberations are rarely disclosed. This approach has drawn observations from legal scholars, former judges, and civil society, who suggest that the public deserves to know how such vital decisions are made. Justice Nagarathna's move is historic. By requesting her dissent be published, she's challenging a culture of confidentiality and calling for a new level of openness. The gender dimension. Justice Nagarathna's dissent also highlights gender representation. Despite increasing numbers of women in the legal profession, their presence in higher judiciary remains limited. Overlooking senior, experienced women judges for top appointments affects progress toward a more representative judiciary. Institutional impact. This episode is about more than one judge's career. It's about the credibility of the judiciary itself. When appointment processes are opaque, public understanding is limited. Transparency in such decisions can reinforce judicial independence, enhance public confidence in the courts, and encourage diversity and merit-based appointments. Globally, many democracies have adopted more transparent judicial appointment processes, including written explanations and oversight mechanisms. India's system, while designed to shield the judiciary from external pressures, faces growing discussions for reform. This isn't just legal news. It's a significant moment for transparency and accountability in our democracy. What's your perspective? Should all collegium deliberations be made public? How can India balance judicial independence with transparency? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to News Blitzer for more in-depth analytical coverage on issues that matter to you. Thanks for stopping by.